Hello, hello. Welcome to our masterclass. I am Marcelo Cucco. and now I'm going to show you the methodology I developed during the years, decade, experimenting. I'm going to tell you the history behind the methodology and what the music gave me so far. So I'm glad to share the experience with you. So just if it's possible, write if you can hear everything, if you can listen well, just engage to check if is everything working. I, I, I think there are more people arriving. Where are you from? What's your name? Just to check if is everything working well. If you can engage there, just write here. All right, something. I'm writing here. Can you hear? Can you hear here? Show comments. Yes, seems to be working. Okay. From USA, connect. Yeah, you can see my accent is different. I'm originally from Brazil, but I live in the UK. So I hope you can understand well my accent. Perfect. Thanks very much. So I'm excited to share here the experience. Uh, um, I developed a methodology. I'm going to tell you the history behind it and what I'm doing so far as a musician. I have 15 years of about 15 years of professional career performing internationally. So I'm going to share everything with you right now. Let's see. Let me know if you're right now, if you can hear everything well, if you can read the message. So, an introduction, Marcelo Cucco, saxophone player, professional saxophone player, composer, and educator. I'm a teacher also. I'm a qualified teacher. I performed in over 30 countries and recorded over 10 albums internationally. Perform as independent musician, work for agency, cruise ships, corporate events, different kind of events. I created the sax creative improvisation method to help unlock your musical freedom. I know most of the saxophone players or even musician had the same background. I started in orchestra. I can in few minutes can share my history. I started in orchestra, playing the music there, just the reading the music, just one instrument in the middle of many others. So I developed these techniques to improvise and express myself. Uh, so learn to improvise. What you learn today, learn to improvise and create your own melody in just 8 weeks. Maybe you can finish that masterclass already improvising. For some people starting from the zero, I think in 8 weeks, reflecting about it, you can learn and start to improvise. I mean, not for sure. We are always developing, always getting new reference. That's part of the life. We are always getting new reference because when we are improvising, we are creating, we are artists. Or expression or artistic expression is always changing. So we are living, we are changing. So you can learn something that can encourage you to at least try your improvisation, try to start discovering your own voice. Okay, so if you're starting from the zero, I can give tips for you. You can start from the zero. If you have saxophone, never played before. I know most of people here subscribe for that masterclass have saxophone but never start because don't have don't know how to start. Most of you also, I think over 50% has already saxophone. Thanks, first of all, thanks for answer the the question. That's so I can know more about you. So over 50% play saxophone was exactly how I started playing saxophone, but don't know how to start improvising. I started exactly like over 50% of the people here. So I want to show you something because I was already teaching people, so you know they are speaking Portuguese, but you can check the title there. So translated, I'm going to share with you some of people that already tried it, just to check that it's not you know, something just for myself, that can work for other people also. Let's just share here the screen. YouTube's on YouTube, private link, but yeah, just let me check if you can see it. That's it. So listen now, the students of...
Não tinha noção básica nenhuma de saxofone, então eu não melhorei, não tive muito assim, da onde melhorar. O meu foi do zero até o que eu sei hoje. Então, aprendi tudo. Pô, eu peguei o saxofone, não sabia nem o que eu enfiava, da onde saía, o que eu faço com aquilo. Então, tem um método no curso que foi bem legal. Primeiro de usar a boquilha, vários exercícios da boquilha, para você não precisar ficar com o instrumento já de primeira que não ia sair som. E como ir, e aos poucos fui indo. E tem uns estudos de teoria, de improviso, que eu estou usando para o meu instrumento.
Eu conheci o Marcelo Cucco fazendo uma pesquisa no YouTube, né? Porque eu sempre estudei sozinho. E posteriormente fiz mais pesquisas e vi ele tocando em vários outros lugares. E gostei muito da sonoridade do Marcelo. E eu fiquei esperando ele lançar esse curso. Assim que lançou, não perdi a oportunidade e me inscrevi. E desde então, temos lá o nosso grupo. Cada um no grupo está em um nível, né? Não estão todos no mesmo nível. Então ele manda exercícios específicos para cada um de nós. Que a gente estude esses exercícios durante a semana, apresente ele na página, né? Grava um videozinho mostrando o exercício, para que na próxima live ele possa falar sobre o exercício e mandar um novo exercício. Tem sido maravilhoso. O meu desenvolvimento, depois que eu comecei a ter as aulas com ele, né, e ter principalmente o curso dele, que vem do básico até o nível intermediário, já começando mesmo para o módulo 7, 8, que já começa na improvisação, é maravilhoso. O curso é maravilhoso para quem está começando ou para quem já sabe alguma coisa e quer se aperfeiçoar, principalmente por essas lives que ele está tendo ainda a possibilidade de fazer com a gente. Então eu recomendo mesmo. Além de um grande músico, que é o Marcelo Cucco, ele é um excelente professor. A didática dele é excelente.
Okay, so can you listen well, everything? So they was part of my first course, first methodology I apply with them. So worked very well. I'm so happy, so proud to help them to start improvising, because I'm going to tell you my history first of all to let me know better. I am that one here. I was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I live in the UK. I lived before in Italy. As I told you before, I had experience in the 30 country, but I was born in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. And I began my career in orchestra, where creativity and improvisation were not encouraged. You know, was even the director used to know if you have experience playing orchestra, but in orchestra, can you see the photo here in the middle? We are just one in the middle. We can't express yourself usually in orchestra. We have to read the music, so we can't feel the music. You know, so I was frustrated because I always, all my life, I was loved. For example, my idols, all my others were musicians. The energy that music brings to us, I was not able to find it in orchestra. So let me know if you have this kind of experience here. And then I discovered jazz improvisation. Most of you are from US. I was born in Brazil. So I saw some students playing jazz in the corridor, and I saw, what is it? This music. People are reading the music sheet, but at the same time they are improvising. What does it mean? How can I do it? For me, it was like a alien thing, something from the other planet. And I would think a lot about it. It was in my mind. So I started playing clarinet. I changed my instrument because of it, because of Charlie Parker. That one here in the middle, Pichin, is a Brazilian saxophone player. He also changed a lot his performance, his style. He was touring with your instrumental group and met the New Orleans jazz. Was just in the beginning of the New Orleans jazz. So he was touring around the world with his group and met New Orleans and came to Brazil playing saxophone. So it's changed also my life. This spirit of jazz improvisation changed also my life. So I was looking for opportunity to develop it. So I asked for the best saxophone player of the orchestra. Please teach me. I want to have a lesson with you. Please teach me. I want to learn it. But they gave me just a lesson about the scales, articulations, some kind of exercise that was interesting for mechanic, but nothing about improvisation. Was was not necessary for me to express myself. So how I started to learn? First of all, by myself, intuitively. I was playing scales. I understood that some music has scale. I understood it because I was studying with different students. I got private lessons with very good musicians, but it was not enough. So I understood that music has scales, has key. So I was improvising phrase during. You can see there playing with bands, not a solo band. So the singer told me, the band leader told me, Marcelo, it's now your turn. Your turn to improvise something. I was improvising crazily, like a scale, play scale, trying to reproduce the main melody, but it was not enough. But I was trying. So I was start offering perform for free, just to get experience and learn by myself. So I was performing for free, even touring, performing different cities in Brazil. Uh, just to get experience performing. So I was basking in the sunset. I was, for example, in my house, I was listening a playlist, for example, tonight I'm going to perform with a reggae band. I was listening reggae songs, most possible, and then during the sunset, I was in the street, the songs, instrumental, to get ready to perform with the band. So I got some tips. I was warming up at the same time and ready to perform the night with the band to get experience and try. So it was my laboratory. Perform on the stage was my laboratory. So I learned something intuitively. But the also, let me share here. I was trying to understand by myself. I had also during that period experience in the main industry. I don't know if you know that guy here is Jorge Benjor. He's a very well-known musician in Brazil. Maybe most of you know. He composed the song Mais Que Nada. Ariaio, oba, oba, oba. Jorge Benjor. You can see different photos with him. I was performing with him. He's still young. I mean, less than 20 years. I was 18, 19. And I was also trying to improvise with him. Can you see on the right side, he's playing melodic instruments with me, like improvising, like call dance. We had a lot of fun. So I was still learning. Was not I was already performing professionally. I started to earn in my incomes as musician, as side musician, not as soloist, but still side musician because I was improving. It was for years, guys. It was for years, busking and perform with different bands, most of the time for free. Of course, luckily I had still my parents to support me. No, it's not the case today, but luckily I had it. But I was making money also busking, but I started earning money on that time. But during that period, I decided to study music, Bachelor degree in music education. And then I got a lot of experience studying harmony, studying. I discovered that Mozart, Bach, they were in improviser first of all. So I discovered the music. I saw music as a subject, as something that we can create. You know, I start to see the songs, the frequency in another manner, and it was magic for me. It was magic for me. Even the bachelor degree, we have PhD, we have a lot of students that don't have techniques of improvisation. I have a lot of colleagues. Now I have bachelor degree, I have master degree. I have a lot of colleagues with many PhD levels, you know, but don't know how to improvise. But I was deep there because it was my main inspiration, improvisation. So I was studying composition, harmony, everything. So you can see here, Elza Soares was a singer also, very well known in Brazil, Brazilian jazz singer. She performed with many jazz idols, you know. She passed away few years ago, but I was performing also with her, and she asked me to perform as her official musician years before got years before gets the Latin Grammy. But I refused it because for me it was more important to stay there on the university to develop that kind of knowledge. And then I was traveling through South America because after gaining confidence in my technique, harmony, songwriting, I composed and recorded an album for a university quartet. So I invited colleagues to travel with me to South America performing. Uh, to travel around the continent and discover folk tradition, because in South America we have a lot of music that we can't find on the industry recorded. So we have a lot of things to discover. You can see here, for example, in the middle, it's in Brasilia, Amazon. Here on the left side is near Pantanal, different regions. On the other side, we have Bolivia. So I was traveling in South America, getting inspiration for it was for about 5 years. 5 years traveling in South America and composing, performing with different groups. The same. As I before playing with George Major, before the bachelor degree, but it was in a short period. For example, traveling, arriving in a city I never heard before, busking, and then going to the busking to get money to pay the hotel, selling my CDs because I record the album, and then going to improvisation, going to the jam session, local jam session, meeting musician, local musician, and then I developed technique to learn styles faster because remember I had already many years of experience playing, learning on the stage, and then university I was deep studying harmony, different centuries, you know. So for me, I was at that moment developing a methodology to compose and jamming with styles I never heard before. So I recorded many albums. I was composing, inspired in many styles. So it was amazing. It was the moment that I understood that I have to share it. And then I returned to the university, recording these songs with colleagues, not the colleagues from the university, and I developed my musical identity with that song I was composing, traveling, mixing different folk songs and a lot of improvisations. You know, a mix of folk jazz, world music jazz, progressive rock, was a mix of everything. It was very interesting, very interesting. And then I decided to finish because my study was a kind of I stopped my study to do the travel, and then I finally finished my bachelor degree in music education, and I created my project was the foundation of online saxophone improvisation method, because traveling the world I met people that have never saw a saxophone before. A lot of people want to learn saxophone, and I was hard to find subjects people explore it on the universe. So I understood that it's my line. So I developed that methodology. combine improvisation research and traditional saxophone techniques. And then here in the UK, my master degree, I developed an intuitive composition method while traveling across South America, and I applied the good things apply these styles and improvisational approach in the UK assemblies. The UK assemblies, it means people in other continents playing songs that I was traveling and discovering in South America. So I applied it in a short period to young musicians as another way to prove my methodology of improvisation to learn different styles. So that's it. So let's start the class. That's my history. Now let's start the class. You are about to discover the alchemical side of music. How sound can change people. An alchemist is someone who transforms simple elements into something powerful. But musician can do the same with sound. So you can start to see music as alchemy. For most of you, it could be something new. For another, something interesting, but I want to know your feedback at the end of the lesson. So let's start. Session 1, sound and rhythm. Why we have to understand the rhythm first. Works for all levels, okay? Even if you don't have saxophone, or if you have saxophone, if you don't know nothing, you have to understand it. Okay, you have to understand it. Rhythm is the foundation of the music. Let's understand something. Pattern. Repetition until it feels natural. Okay, pattern. So we have to create patterns. For example, when we are looking for architecture, we have pattern. We have the building, we have the floor, we have to measure the floor, we have to measure the columns, we have to create patterns. Columns, the steps. So we have always pattern. Music is the same. We have rhythmic pattern. For example, we can use pattern of 4 beats. 4 beats. You can use the metronome and feel the impulse. So let me show you here the metronome. So you can feel the pulse. Let me know here if you know what it means. What means metronome? If you already use it on your study, if you are a saxophone player, if you play something already. But we have people here starting from the zero. I want to know if you have heard about it, metronome. We have people here of different age. So I never know if you, just to understand if you are following everything. Metronome, let me know if you have heard about it, metronome. Right here, write in the comments if you have heard about metronome. So I'm going to use a metronome here and set up for 4 times, 4 beats. Okay, 4 beats. Perfect. Thanks for letting me know. You know about metronome. So let me show you here. Let me set up here for 4 beats. Just a second here. Okay, let's wait here. My mobile is working, but I'm going to share here with you this screen here. Okay, let's share here then other app. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have 4 beats. Okay, even if you don't understand how to read, I can go in an easy way for you to understand. So when we have 4 beats, we have, think about it. we have 4 beats per bar. Okay, can you see it here? Let me show here. Okay, so we have a bar. It's a bar. Okay, that line here is a bar. Bar, bar, bar. So the number 4 here, we have 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are starting from the 0, you can download a metronome. You can download a metronome and start playing just the mouthpiece. It's very important for you to develop embouchure. Most of beginner can't even play it. But I'm not here to teach how to play the mouthpiece. I'm here to show you the rhythm, the basic. That's the basic thing of the rhythm. Okay, and then we are going to understand the symmetry. We are going to understand the symmetry. So when we have it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Can you see? We have symmetry. Always 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to play it until the audience understands. Until the audience understands that it is a pattern. The audience need to understand that it's a pattern. Okay, let's keep clear the structure of 4 beats. Let's keep it clear. Let's play here. Keep clear this structure. How can we keep it clear? Always the first pulse have to be stronger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. If we play the first beat stronger in all the first, 1, and always in the 1, the beat 1, we are creating a pattern. We are creating a pattern. So the audience can understand that it's a pattern. So it's perfect way for you to start playing saxophone. So you can start to understand what it means rhythm, pattern, and creating symmetry. Now, how can we create something different? Let's try to create now the odd bar, 1 note per beat, and the even bar, 2 notes per beat. What it means? Let's try to create now pattern and symmetry. Let me share here again the screen. Okay, so now let's try to create here 1 per beat, and here let's try to play 2 per beat. Let's play here 2. Okay, the odd 1 per beat. Sorry, the odd 1 per beat, and here. Okay, so let's try to create that symmetry, so the audience can understand that it's a pattern. We're talking about pattern. So now the audience can understand that it's a pattern. It's a symmetry. So we have 4 beats per bar, but the first bar we are playing 1 song per beat, and the other bar we are playing 2 notes per beat. Okay, we are creating pattern. Okay, now let's play bar 2, 1 note every 2 beats, and the bar 4 hold for a full bar. Okay, so what it means, let's create a new pattern here. Now the last one, we are going to play just it. Okay, but let's play. Can you see the first line here? You are create a pattern. So first bar, 1 per beat. Second bar, 1 per each 2 beats, 1 per beat again, and here 4. So we are creating a new pattern. To create a pattern, we have to repeat. Okay, so the audience can understand that kind of a pattern. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a nice way for you to understand what means rhythm and developing your embouchure. Embouchure is something that almost all the students have that problem. So even if you already play saxophone, it's always nice to develop it, that knowledge about the rhythm. So it's pattern. You can see that pattern is everywhere in music, especially in popular music. Okay, because we are working with emotion, and our mind, our conscience can understand the pattern. Even if you don't understand consciously, you know, something in your mind can understand that it's a pattern. Okay, it's not only rhythm, it's in another aspect of the music, something that I'm going to show you now, the part of the harmony. So let's go to the session 2. Session 2. So we have the 3 notes, C, E, G. Let me know, please, in the comments. Does anyone know what these 3 notes means? This sequence, C, E, G. Just to know if someone knows what it means. C, E, G. Now we're going to talk about harmony. Rhythm, we now got something about rhythm, but now we are going to talk about harmony. That's the second element. Have you heard about it? C, E, G. Okay, let me explain you what it means. C, E, G. The notes C, E, and G. So harmony basics. Harmony is how we organize sounds. The way we organize sounds. Okay. For example, we have the rule. You know, we can organize you can measure the distance by centimeters, millimeters, meters. You have different ways to measure the distance, and also you have different ways to measure the sound. Usually, the physicians use hertz. Sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong. But the musicians use notes, music notes. You know, for example, if you have one string and you hold in the middle of the string, you have the double of the frequency. You have the double of the frequency. So the musician discover it. Okay, and so if you have a string, the musician discovered that in one string we can divide, because there are frequencies that the human being can't hear, you know. But the musician discovered that we can divide a string in 12 different frequencies. So we have 12 notes in one octave. One octave. I'm not going to explain you why octave specifically. I can introduce you on it, but mainly you have a string, chord, perfect, missing, that's perfect, short of first, third, and 50. Exactly it. So that's it. C, E, G is the chord with the first, third, and fifth. So let me explain you here for who is still, because most of you have still to understand it, okay? So the distance between notes is intervals, okay? So we are grouping notes. When we are grouping notes, we are creating scales. Scales. I know most of you are from USA. Football or soccer is not popular in. Everyone knows what is football or soccer, okay? But I like to use that reference. For example, we have 11 football players or soccer players. We have 11 players and a selection of players, and the player has different functions. It's the same for music. We have a selection of notes, but traditionally the Greek modes we have 7 notes. We have 7 notes, okay, and each note we have a degree. Miss Sim told charge with first, third, and 50. Exactly the first note, the third note, and the fifth note. Each represents, I'm going to show you here, and the music sheet. Look here. They are the first, third, and the fifth notes of the C major scale, the first degree, the tonal charge. So together, they form the C major, a perfect for starting improvising. Let me share here again. Now let's write notes on the music sheet. But in an easy manner, okay? In an easy manner. Don't be scared. It's not hard to understand, okay? I just want to explain you, and I can explain an easy way. Okay, so let's write here the C major scale. Don't be afraid. I'm going to explain you. Don't worry. If you don't know how what it means, don't worry. Trust me. It means C. Okay? It is the first degree. It's D. It's the second degree. It's the second degree. It's the third degree. Okay? This should be clear. It's the fourth degree. It's the fifth degree. Fifth degree. That's the sixth degree. Sixth degree. Seventh degree. Seventh degree. And here's the first degree again. Remember when I told you about octave, that when we have one string and it holds exactly in the middle, you have octave, it means octave. That note here, the one here is octave. Let's see. One, it's one line, okay, guys? That's here. Can you see the screen? Yes. So that line here is a line, okay? It's C. It's C. It's C. Let's write here. C. C. Okay? And then we have, after that line, we have a space between that line and that line. Okay? It's D. It's D. I'm going in that way because I know has people here don't know nothing about it. Okay? It's D, E. Can you see space here? Line. And here we have F. F. Here we have 50 is G. Here we have A. A. And here we have B. B. And here we have C again. C again. Can you see? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay? So when we are creating charts, we have to play superposition of thirds. What it means? 1, 3, 5. That's the superposition of the first degree. So we are playing C. Let's write in that manner. C, E, G. Okay. And then we have the second degree. And then we have the third degree. And then here, sorry. And then B, and then C again octave. Okay? So that is the chord, because remember when I told you that the musician divided in 12 notes, but scales usually we have 7. The traditional scales we have 7. Between these 12 we have 7. It's because we have much more than 12, but it's hard for the human being listen it. Okay, it's hard. But in harmony, mainly when we have C, we have in the acoustic zone this frequency here, you know, but our ear can filter just the C. When we are talking about C, our ear are filtering it. But around, there are different sounds. For example, frequency here, but we can't hear, you know, because it's acoustic, a lot of sound, you know, kind of physician subject, you know. But that's the charge of the first degree. That's the charge of the second degree. That's the charge of the third degree. So I just want to explain you what means charge harmony. It means harmony. Okay, it's clear. It's clear. Are you following? Is everybody following? Don't worry if you are a bit lost. I'm going to send in the video in the end of each and material so you can practice a lot. It's still starting here. I have a lot of things to share with you. So together we form the major chord. Perfect to start improvisation. So let's play the notes. I'm going to play here the scale, and then I'm going to play only the notes of the chord C. Let's play here the scale, and then just play the chord of C. Okay, let's do it. The scale with harmony. So I'm going to play here. I'm going to play the harmony. Okay, I'm going to play the harmony of each chord. Okay, I'm going to play on the saxophone just one note. Saxophone is a melodic instrument, so we can't play harmony. But I have here the backing track, and I can play the harmony. I'm going to send you at the end of the lesson, at the end of the masterclass, so you can practice. Even if you play saxophone, tenor saxophone or alto saxophone, you can access the backing track for B flat instrument or E flat instrument. B flat is tenor saxophone, and E flat alto saxophone. So let me get here. Let me play the backing track here. Union. Just a second, sorry, just a... Listen. Sorry, let me find here the chords. Improvisation. Okay, let me play this. Here, let's go. Let's go. Let me show the music sheet here. Share the music sheet. Okay, I'm going to play the notes and with the charts. Okay. Let's go. Again. Okay, I'm going to send you to practice the major scale also. Okay, let's start improvising. Let's start improvising, playing just the chord of the first degree. So, yes, we can play just the notes of the first degree, just the notes. We can improvise, and then I can give you more tips, use more notes. But to understand the step by step, let's go with that methodology. Uh, let's play just the notes of the chord of the first degree. Chord of the first degree. Let me share again here. Chords of the first degree. I'm going to write here. Okay. Again, let's play exactly as we can see here. C, E, G. C, E, G. Remember symmetry. Remember about the symmetry of the rhythm. I told you before. We have to respect it also in the harmonic sense, also in the melodic sense. So let's start playing the notes of the harmony. Let's play here just the chord, just chord of C, just chord of C with backing track. Sure. Let's go. Okay. You can see that we are playing the notes of the harmony. We are playing the notes of the harmony. Okay. It is C, C, chord of C. Now let's try to improvise just using C and G, but symmetrically. For example, we are free to use the notes. Okay, we are free to use. We can use the harmony. It's not wrong. You can play everywhere. If you are playing on time with the beats, that's okay. But follow symmetry. Follow. Remember, it's the beat. It's 4 beats per bar also. So we can play with the 4 beats per bar. Remember the first step. Let's try to do something, but now melodically. Let's try to do it melodically. Okay. Let's play here again for you. See, what can I do? I'm just playing C and E. Okay, just playing C and E. Just C and E. Check here on top. Just C and E. It means the first and first. Always charge of C. Always charge of C. Just so you understand it. That's one charge. Just to play the symmetry. Let's play symmetry. Remember, 4 beats. Okay. Okay, and you can see clearly that I'm playing these notes, but symmetrically. For example, when I'm playing, let me share here again the screen. When I play C, for example, I can play C, and then let's play here E. Let's play, we have to try to focus on symmetry. And then pause again here. Okay, for example, think about symmetry. If I play it, let's try to maintain it here. You can see. So the audience can understand that we're some symmetrically. Okay, or for example, we can play twice. It's twice here. Boom, pum pum, boom, pum pum. Can you see here? Oh, sorry. So all the okay. Sorry. Yes. Trying to maintain the symmetry. Sorry, let's type here. Trying to maintain always the symmetry. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so that's it. That's the tip. For the charge, we can play always the notes of the C. That is C, E, G. Okay, so let's now add G. C, E, G. Let's add G. Okay, can you see the symmetry? Again, just playing these three notes of the chord. Clear? Symmetry, pattern. Let's create pattern, not just rhythmically. Now we are going to create a pattern also harmonically. But we have now just chord of C. But the songs don't have just one chord. You can create something and have fun with one chord. But let's now go deeper, even deeper. The major scale is only one of many traditional scales because that's the major scale. The Greek modes call it Ionian. We have a Phrygian mode. We have each style we have some different scales. It's different also pattern of rhythm. Okay, so each style is characterized the characteristic of styles. Each style has characteristics. It's pattern of chord progressions. Now I'm going to introduce you to chord progressions. So something is considered a style because follows some chord progressions, follow usually also a kind of scale and also rhythmic pattern. Okay, that's it. And each degree always have a scale. On the C major, that's one we are working. We have the first degree, the second degree, third degree, as I show you here. Remember, I show you here. Each degree we have a scale. I showed it to you before. Let me share again the screen. I show you it. So we have here the first degree. Here we have here the second degree, the third degree. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you in chord progression. We were working just on the first degree, but the music style play chord progression. For example, 1, 3, 1, 5, or that's game between chord progressions. Okay, we don't have time to go deeper, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to really introduce you on it, and for sure I know if you are beginner, it can make a difference in your life. you know. So let's introduce you in harmonic pattern, chord progression. So most of the Ionian songs follow that progression. 1, 5, 6, 4. 1, 5, 6, 4. So musicians develop pattern in chord progression, not just rhythm. Check here. 1, 5, 6, 4. Okay, let's go to the the session. Other session. So we have the fourth, the first. Can you see first here? First. That's the first. Okay, let's copy it here. First degree. For 1, C. Okay, and then we have the number 5. 5, G here. G. 5, G. Then we have the 6th degree. 6 here. Can you see A? A. 6 degree. It's a 6 minor because each chord has a different characteristic. Remember what I told you about the tension between notes? Each degree has different tensions. Each progression has, because of each is different, because different tensions. Okay, that's the 6 minor, A, and then we have the number 4. 4 here. Let's go back here to the 4 is F. You know, so that's the pattern F. Of most of the Ionian songs follow that pattern. F. Okay, it's C Ionian. Okay, it's C major. So C. Let me write it another line to organize better. Bar system 4 per 4 4 4. Okay, so I think it's better to understand now. Okay, 4 4. We are talking about pattern. Okay, now let's come here again. Let's come here and see example of songs that follow that progression. You can see songs from different decades, popular songs. Let It Be, the Beatles from the 70s, With or Without You, 80s. Don't Stop Believing, 80s, beginning of the 80s. Someone Like You, modern song, 2011. We have She Will Be Loved, 2004. And then we have Wherever You Will Go, The Calling, 2000. Then Sunny from 60. So we can see from that pattern from different decades. You know, there are songs following the same pattern since for centuries, you know, for centuries. Let's play now it so you can see that these songs are following this pattern. Listen here, this pattern. I'm going to play all these songs following the arm. Listen it, this. One, 5, 6, 4. Song number 2. number 3. Number 4. Wherever you go. Now Sunny. Now you can see these songs that follow always the same pattern, because in each bar, these songs are sharing the notes of the chords. Can you understand? Can you listen well? Can everybody listen well? So because let me share again here the screen. Let me know if you can listen well. So we have here, we're following this pattern here. For example, each song, remember about the symmetry, they are in the first bar, the first 5 beats, they are sharing common notes of that chord. And then the other bar, they are sharing common notes, both, but in different orders, in different manner, different rhythm, different, but always using notes. Always using notes of the chord. So we have infinite way to mix the notes. Can you see here? They are using notes of the chord, of the first degree, and then of the 5th degree, and then of the 6th degree, and then of the 4th degree. Let's just open here again. That's the first, that's the second, that's the 3, 4. Okay, we have different ways. To make the chord progression, but I just want to show you about pattern. Something that works. You can create your own composition, sharing, creating, experimenting, playing notes of the chords. Okay, even if you play just first, it's okay. Let's try. Just playing the first note. Let's try it. Just playing the first note of each chord. Just notes per bar. Let's play. But we are going to play C, G, A, F. Okay. We can play also the first and the third of each degree. The first and third, first and third, first and third. Let's do it. First and third. Play just with it. Okay, and we can add also the 50 of each chord. Okay, and we have always, if you are playing, always when you are playing the notes of the chord, then playing the notes of the chord, you are correctly. Okay, but we have the notes of each chord. These are your main targets. Can we use other notes? We can use, but notes of the scale. But it's not your main target. For example, you can use notes as a bridge, as an ornament. Okay, you can use notes out of the chart. For example, if you want to play the first degree here, share again the screen. If you want, for example, your targets are always notes of the here. You know, for example, you can play. For example, let's think always about symmetry. Okay, you are using G. G is not part of the. Is not target. You know, it's not your target. Uh, you have here C. C. Can you see that note here? Not of the harmony, not note of the harmony, but is in the way to play the E. E is, can you see here? The E is here. Is not of note of the harmony. Can you see? So you are using D as a bridge, you know. You are going ba da da ba. You can repeat that pattern here. You can repeat that pattern in other parts. So you see that's not wrong. Consider that your target is always notes of the chord. That's okay. You know, you don't have problem. But you have to always make clear that always working with symmetry, always working symmetrically, and because remember what I told in the beginning, we are talking about you can understand something not consciously, unconsciously. You are understanding, you know, but we are working on it. So you have to make the audience understand, because maybe you are not understanding the harmony behind consciously, but your unconscious can understand that we are playing with pattern. Maybe because we are always happy, because the progress, we are working with tension. You know, the first chords, okay, then we have a tension, and then relax. You know, it's like a history starting normal, and then we have some change, some tension behind, then relax. You know, that's it. That's the game. But when we are musician, we understand the behind the scenes. We are creating it. We are manipulating the songs to touch the soul, to touch human beings. Okay, so that is it. I'm very proud to share with you. I want to know your talks. I know just few people watching now, but I can for sure share the video. You watch it again. I can share with other. I have hundreds of people here that subscribed, but for many reasons, most of the people are here watching. I'm so proud to share that knowledge with you. That's the kind of knowledge that I would love to get when I was that guy here. You know, let me show again the slides here. When I was that guy here, playing orchestra. You know, can you see the travel? I traveled the world just to discover it in a simple way. But it's just an introduction of the methodology, and I can share with you. That's the time I can share. We have a short time, but I'm here. I'm going to send you the PDF. I'm going to send you the files. So we are in contact. So let's show something. If you want to go much deeper into improvisation, no matter your level, beginning or advanced, you can join the Creative Improvisation International course. Yes, you can be part of the course. As I showed before, the reviews of the students of the course in Portuguese, they are part of that project. That's the first time I'm launching it in English. So we can join people from, because English is a language people everywhere in the world can speak English. Now I'm based in the UK, I live in the UK. I'm always going to US perform also. So I know lots of people are English speakers. So I'm launching this course in English. It's a community. I'm building a community. I'm meeting people to share that knowledge through that methodology. It's a methodology that can really help you. So today is the official launch of the course in English. You are invited to be part of the first international group. It's a very fresh class. I'm developing it. You can see the course are divided by modules. Let me explain you how it works. From the level beginner all the way to level 9 independent musicians. So we have different levels. And I advise you, no matter your level, start since the beginning to be familiar with the methodology, be familiar with the platform. So weekly lessons that guide you through each level. We have a recorded lesson, a video with materials. You can load everything. You can download backtrack for each degree, not just major scale. You can explore much more scales, explore different. It's a proven methodology that works for all levels. Start improvising confidentially with 8 weeks. I know most of you already start improvising after that masterclass. So think about it. If you are joining a community with people learning, especially on it, if you don't have teacher, if you don't have, for example, discipline, if you're looking for opportunity to a reason to stay practicing, that's perfect reason to stay practicing. And we can explore a lot of exercise. We have a lot of assessments, all the lessons. We have main assessments. You can do as much you can. And as I told you, that's just the launch course. I'm still improving the quality. The methodology is the same. The methodology is already confirmed, already proved. But I'm always discovering new tools, to share the methodology with you. So you can complete a 12-month path to master. If you follow everything step by step, all the lessons, exactly where I propose, you can in 2 months, you can in 12 months, you can do a lot of things. For sure. I'm almost sure. In 12 months, following the lesson, 1 lesson per week. You have to be patient. Even if you are in a low level or high level, be patient. Try to stay always in the middle. Sometimes we want to learn fast, but okay, you can understand rationally, but music is about also body. So we have to take care because we are always repeating. We have to repeat movement. Our body have to play it. Most of the time we are building muscle memory. So your body can play alone. Sometimes it's a magic thing. Sometimes you can see your body playing. Just share something. For example, with my girlfriend, sometimes when I'm with her, my fingers are playing saxophone because I'm thinking in musically. Some melody comes in my mind, and my fingers, just think about the melody, but my fingers are going because of the practice. So we have to practice it a lot. It's about repetition. So that's it. Community. You have a community where you can share. You can share your assessments. You can check the assessments of other students. People from different countries. Everybody sharing. Maybe you don't have teacher near you. Maybe you have a musical school. So that's the perfect. Because of it, I made that course because I was traveling the world and I saw people with all their life dreaming of learning saxophone, just waiting for the opportunity. But now I found that opportunity. It's be grateful to the universe, because I got a lot of things. I'm every day receiving requests to perform cruise, yacht, corporate events. So I want to share. I have much more requests than I can get because I'm just one. Maybe if you develop everything, I can indicate to you if you want to play. You don't have necessary to perform professionally. You know, don't measure even if your age. I had students since teenager, people are about 70 years or more learning playing. You know, I had experience seeing the transformation of people of different age. Okay. Uh, the bonus, it's a weekly feedback. As I told you, we have a community. You can share your assessments, and I can review, I can analyze. That's okay. You can go ahead just to make sure if everything okay. To support, I want to check if you are doing well. I want to take care about you, if you are going ahead, if you're playing everything okay. So a mini notation course. So during the class, if you don't know how to read, I teach during the module something, and I have also always material support I can share with you to support you of learning. Music sheet is important. Yes, it's important, because we have to also develop the capacity of see the music, not just muscle memory, but we have to see, we have to explore our body, our brain. We have to see the song, we have to feel the song, we have to play. We are becoming the music, we have to think music, we are the music. So it's very important to see have has visual. In my methodology is important, but I guide you. It's not hard, guys. It's not hard. Okay, just trust the process and stay patient. Okay, so special lunch offer. First international edition, as I told, that's the lunch today. Today is 50% off. For some of people, the fee matter. For most of the people, don't matter. There's people that has different financial situation, but for who needs something accessible, that lunch is very accessible. You can pay 50% off, much less than one private lesson for full year. For example, usually people that have private tutor study one lesson per week, right? So now we have one lesson per week. You can practice, but everything there. But let's check here about the you have guarantee 15 days total confidence guarantee. You can check if you are not feeling confident, you can access the course. The course, we have different models. As I'm launching, we have just two models, but a lot of lessons for each models. But no problem. We have about 8 models, 9 models, 8 or 9, I don't remember now. But we have a lot of lessons. But it's one lesson per week. The model 3, is also perfect for me to understand, if you are understanding the methodology, to take care about your progress. So in January, I'm going to share the model 3, the lesson of the model 3, and then the mid of January, there crossing to February, I'm going to share the model 4. For each of a different subject, but we have time. We have one lesson per week. We have plenty of time to practice everything, and you can enjoy that course. So how can you do it? It's marcelocucco.com. Let me write here on the comments. Marcelo Cucco without www. Let me write in here for you guys. marcelocucco.com/ S is saxophone creative improvisation course. Saxophone improvisation course. That's the website here. I'm writing there. CSE. Can you check there? Course. I'm writing here in the comments, and you can check there. I can send you by mail also. I can send you also the link by mail if you have interest in go deeper on it. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to send you the files of that masterclass. It's a pleasure to stay with you here, guys. It's a real pleasure. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up 5 a.m. I'm teaching here. In the day, I'm a teacher. I'm really teacher. Uh, and a musician. I perform the nights, the weekend, so I can conciliate my career. I love teach. I love teach, guys. I love music. I love teach. So it's a place I'm going to share with you something that gave me the most. I have been performing over 30 countries, for many years, and it will be a pleasure. So that's it. That's it. Thanks very much for your attention, for your time. Hope to see you in other opportunities. And that's it. I'm going to send you the links, all the links of the masterclass, so you can practice everything I shared with you today. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. I'm going. If you have some question, I can wait just 1 minute to know if you want to ask something. Let me just wait a bit if you have some question. I just can't wait too long, but I can wait here a bit more. If some question, just write me. I can try to answer you. That's it. I think that's it. Okay, guys. So if you need something more, just write me. I'm going to contact you soon with the complementary, all the slides, the audio, so you can practice on your own time. Okay. Bye. See you soon. Thank you.